One of the number one reasons why women struggle with dating and relationships today is that they choose men who are not ready for anything real. Ladies, there are lots of great relationship-ready men out here. However, you need to learn how to choose them. I wrote this book to teach you how to do just that. Get your copy of Choose Well, a simple formula to determine the best man for you on Amazon today.
Good morning. Good Sunday morning. So it's 10:23 on Sunday morning, the last Sunday of 2024. And I just wanted to share something with you all. You know, as often as I've read the Bible, I'm actually leaving church now. So there's a long line of people trying to get out of the parking lot for church. And so I'm just going to wait and talk to you all while I'm, waiting for them to leave. But it's so interesting to me how as many times as I've read the Bible from cover to cover and, continue to read the Bible in all of my 56 years, I kid y'all not, every time I pick up the Bible or if I'm in church and I'm led to a scripture, I will find something completely new and different. I will find something prophetic, right? So if you're a person out there, this is what I'm going to give for you to consider. If you're a person out there and you don't believe that the Bible is the God-breathed holy word of God, like you're delusional. You're delusional. Like that's what I've come to. That if you're a person that thinks that a man wrote the Bible, if you're a person that believes that, it is not God's divine book, right? That God gave the words in the Bible to a man. That's what happened. God inspired a man to write the words in the Bible, and he physically wrote the Bible. But the words in it, the story, everything in it was God's holy, divine, breathed word. Okay? Because God is the only one that could know way back then what we were going to be experiencing now. No man on earth ever, other than Jesus, when he took on an earth suit, could know the future, right? A lot of men take a stab at it. They take a stab in the dark at what's going to happen, what the future may bring and all of that. But even then, I believe that it's God that actually gives them that divine inspiration. It is not coming from a man's mind. God, I want you to understand something about God, okay? He's never going to allow his creation to outdo him. That's just not going to happen, okay? He's the creator and the originator, and he's never going to let what he created, he's never going to let man, sinful man, fallen man, is never going to outdo him. That's not going to happen. That's why a scientist down here on earth, a sinful, fallen person, an imperfect man is never going to make it so that a biological man can have a baby. That is never going to happen. Okay? I don't care what science, I don't care what discoveries, I don't care. Okay? That's never going to happen. Okay, what God created in man will not outdo him. That's just not going to happen. And I don't know what you're smoking if you think that's the case. But anyway, I'm going to show y'all something that proves, and I heard it in church, it proves that the Bible is God's holy word. It's the prophetic word of God, the creator of everything we see in the world. Okay? Because only he could know that this was going to happen. And when I read it, I was like, oh my Lord, how did I miss this? And it's hitting me especially hard now because this is what we're actually seeing now. 2022, 2023, 2024. God, I hope it's not coming into 2025 because I'm over it. Okay, I'm over this whole thing, but he predicted what was happening now all the way back to Genesis. You ready? Okay, so I'm going to read to you a scripture in Genesis, okay, where he foretold what was going to happen right now. Okay? Only God could know that. All right? No man could know that, but God knew that. You ready? Okay, so we were brought to a scripture today in church. It is Genesis 3, and we actually read 3:1. We read all of chapter 3. So really, all of chapter 3. But I'm going to read Genesis 3:15. You ready? It says, now this is after, let me give some context real quick. This is after, so we're reading about the serpent. He's deceiving Eve into eating of the tree of knowledge, right? Of good and evil. He's deceiving Eve. Oh, I don't know why God told you that. And if you ate from that tree, and something bad was going to happen to you, ain't nothing going to happen to you. See, this what God ain't telling you. That if you eat from that tree, you're going to become more like him. You are going to have baby, that's never going to happen. You never going to be God. You never going to replace God. You never going to have all the powers and everything that God has. So that right there, we know is a lie. God is never going to allow his creation to outdo him. But anyway, back to the story. Yeah, God know this. That's why he told you don't eat of it. Because he know that the day you eat from that tree, you going to become like him. You going to have everything that he have. That's what the serpent, the devil, is telling y'all. Okay? And it's a lie. It's a lie. He's the king of liars. Okay? And that's not the only thing. The devil's telling y'all a whole lot of other stuff that y'all think is the truth, but it's a lie. It's a lie. You ready? Okay, so I'm giving y'all context. So, he's talking to Eve and saying, yep, go ahead and eat of that tree and you gon', okay? She says, no, he says that if we eat of that tree, we're gonna die. No, you not. No, you not. Go on and do it. So she go and do it. You ready? She go and do it. And then she give it to her husband. And he eat it too. Because he pee-whipped like that. He whipped like that, right? So he eat it too. Then here come the Lord. Here come the Lord. Where are you? Where are you? Why are you hiding from me? Well, we hiding because we naked. Who told you was naked? Who told you that? Did you eat? Wait, did you eat from the tree that I asked you not to eat from? Oh, well, but she gave it to me. Ain't that like a man? The woman that you gave me the fruit and I ate of it. And then the woman, well, the serpent told me that if I ate of this, I will become like you. But so this finger pointing been around for a while. That finger pointing, that blaming has been around for a while. Okay, but let's get to 15. And then we're going to break it down. And this is the Sunday sermon for the day. And then I'm going about my business. Okay. 3:15. So now, okay, this is what y'all on. All right. So he's cursing the serpent. That's the first thing he did was curse the serpent. Oh, you know what? You are cursed. You going to crawl around on your belly. You going to eat dust all the days of your life, right? 15. You ready? This is to the man and the woman. And I shall put enmity between you and the woman and between your seed and her seed. He will bruise you in the head and you will bruise him in the heel. Okay? Now, let's look up the word enmity. enmity. What is that word? What does that mean? Enmity. You ready? The state of feeling or being actively opposed or hostile to someone or something. A deep-rooted hatred. Now, I want y'all to answer me this. Are we are men and women right now experiencing enmity. Is that where we are? Actively opposed or hostile. A deep-rooted hatred. So you mean to tell me that all the way back in the garden, when this whole thing began, God said, I'm going to put enmity between the man and the woman. Isn't that interesting? And here we are now. It done all the chickens done come home to roost. We are opposed to one another. We are hostile to one another. Many of us have a deep-rooted hatred for one another. So when you see the feminist women out here, and I'm talking the third and fourth wave, I don't need no man, and can't no man be better than me or do nothing to me, and there, look, and you got channels out here. This is where y'all have to guard your eyes and your ears. You have channels. There are channels on YouTube where people are actively promoting the wickedness of men. They're saying men are evil. They are wicked. They are demonic. And I'm talking like collectively. I'm talking men as a gender. Like there's nothing good about them. They are wicked. They are evil, and there are channels promoting this to women. And that's where your 4B movement is coming in. Nope. Don't sleep with them. Don't date them. Don't have kids with them. Don't marry them. They're inherently evil. Think about that. That's where we are. That's where we've landed in 2024. There are people out there promoting the wickedness of men. Let me give y'all something else to think about. There are male channels. This is like mind altering to me, because every time I come across these male channels, a man is saying this. There are men saying this about men. And in my mind, and this is where the critical thinking come in, right? So the critical thinking says, so you talking about you? Because you saying all men. They are saying all men. So you talking about you too? Right? You have these feminist men that have these channels that promote the demonization of men, that men are inherently wicked, they're inherently evil, they're inherently predatory, and women should not trust men. But you got a channel that I'm listening to right now. like, really? That don't make sense. Like, that don't make no sense. Do you see it? Because I see it. How you gonna get on YouTube or have a platform that talks about the evils of men and you're a man? Okay, I could kind of understand it coming from a woman, coming from a female, right? Like that kind of makes sense to me because, okay, but there are men who are actively doing this. I don't know why. I don't know who they think they're impressing. I don't even fully understand it. So maybe they're the version of what the women call the pick-me-sha, but it's weird. It's weird if you are a man and you are actively speaking like this about other men. That's weird to me. Okay? And then we have female channels. We have female channels that, are talking about women. Again, that they're talking about how manipulative they are, how evil they are, how, awful, and they're demonizing women as a gender. That women can't be loyal. She's not your woman, it's just your turn. Okay? And they are inherently evil. They're inherently wicked. They are manipulative. They are liars. That's in their very makeup. Y'all, this is not of God. It is not of God, okay? You are doing the devil's work when you're doing this. And I just, there you have it. I just want to come out and give you my thoughts and opinions on these type of channels. You are doing the devil's work. You are creating more strife. You are creating more division. Nothing you're doing or saying is godly. Nothing that you're doing or saying is of God. And, some of these channels, they've straight up said they don't believe in God. So, okay, I guess that makes sense. They're saying that they don't believe in God anyway. They don't believe in spirituality or religion or any of that. So, okay, that makes sense. But just understand, there's really only two teams. And that's lost on a lot of people. A lot of y'all are lost. There's only two teams. That's it. There's only two teams. So those of you in the middle, the lukewarm or non-believing or, okay, you really think there's a third team. No, there's not. There is no third team. There's only two. And you actually need to decide whose team you're on. Period. Okay? If you are agnostic, if you are atheist, if they like it, I love it, I mind my business and this and that. Okay, this is no longer, let me just say this clear as day. This is no longer the place for you. This is my platform. This not for you. And you don't need to stay here to troll me. I will figure it out and I will block you. I'm good. But I need you to hear me and hear me well. I'm taking a very strong, definitive stance in 2025 and moving forward. I'm taking a very strong stance on whose side I'm on. So I'm either going to irritate you, I'm going to annoy you, I'm going to get under your skin, I'm going to trigger you, right? I'm going to trigger you and you're going to go about your business. You're not going to follow me no more. You're going to unfollow, and that's okay. That's all right. Go with the Lord. God bless you. Okay? Either that's going to happen or you're going to get on the right side. Maybe you already on the right side. Okay? But I'm going to take a very clear stance moving forward. And I'm going to do things God's way. I'm going to lean in even more to him. I'm going to lean in even more to what he's telling me to tell y'all. Okay? And that's what's going to happen. And again, it's either going to irritate the mess out of you. You're going to feel, oh, what's happening here? Why is she talking? What is this holy roller? Okay, then it's not for you. This is not the place for you. You need to go about your business. Okay? And it's okay. Like I said, I'm libertarian to some extent. God is not going to make you serve him. God is not going to, he's not going to make you serve him or be Christian or any of that. You do have a choice, but I want you to understand there's only two choices. Y'all really think there's all these options. It isn't. It isn't. There's only two choices, and I'm going to make mine clear as day. So if that's not yours, go on about your business. Go on about your business, because if you stay here and you're antagonistic and you're trolling, I'm just going to block you. Right? I'm not going to say anything to you. I'm just going to block you. I'm going to show you the door, and that's that. Now, I already done that for a whole lot of people throughout this year. I started doing that last January. But now, I'm going to lose half my following. Can I be honest? I'm going to lose half of y'all. I really am. And I'm okay with it. I'm perfectly okay with it. But when I read that scripture, I was like, my God, he knew this from the beginning. This is where we were going to end up. A deep hatred for one another. He knew this. He knew this. This is where all this is going. And I can read hundreds of scriptures about what is happening in the world today. Hundreds of scriptures that have already prophesied exactly where we are in the world today. Y'all keep wanting to put your faith in man. You keep wanting to put your faith in the president. You keep wanting to put your faith in this man and that man. Okay, how's that working for you? Because last I checked, that man is fallen. That man is imperfect. That man is full of sin, just like all of us. The blind leading the blind. That's what you into. No, baby. I am following my Father in the spirit realm. I am listening in the spirit realm. I'm allowing him to guide and direct me in my spirit. Okay? Because my flesh is weak. Y'all know that. I am not without sin. I have issues. Okay? I have issues. Okay? I've been journaling about them all month. Like, dang, yeah, I'm thinking I was doing okay. I got issues. Okay? So, yeah, no. Let me go back. I want to thank 2 people. Okay, 2 people bought a badge. Pure Soul bought a badge. Thank you so much. Pure_soul bought a badge. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you for the lovely compliment. And 402 Marine bought a badge. Thank you so much. So I just want to shout y'all out and thank you so much. Pure_soul says you are doing the Lord's work. The spiritual warfare is real. I don't know what you on if you think it's not. If you think the devil is not real, if you think the demons are not real, there are things happening on earth that no man's mind can think of. Like when I hear crazy stories, that's why I don't watch the news, y'all. That's why I don't watch television. When I hear crazy stories about grown men raping 9-year-old kids and all this crap, I'm just like, there is no way a normal man can think of all this craziness. This has to come from a demonic spirit. Then the one story about the other man eating the man's face off, like, that's not even stuff our human mind can think of. It has to come from something dark and just insanely crazy. The human mind can't even think of some of this sickness. But y'all keep thinking, oh, Anita, you be talking crazy and I don't know what you talking about. Okay, this not the place for you anymore. I'm going to really irritate you. I'm going to really irritate your spirit. You're going to be like, yeah, I got to unfollow. I got to, unsubscribe. Unsubscribe. Please do. Please do. But this where I'm going. This where I'm going, y'all. This is because people need it. People need it. Happy Sunday, evolving_Lulu74. People need it. They need the light out here in a dark world. This world is just winding down. It's spinning down. If you cannot see that, you are blind. And can I be honest? Most people are. I want y'all to read a book by Napoleon Hill. It's called Outwitting the Devil. You want to have your eyes forever open. See, this is why I keep telling people I can't go back to sleep. Like ever since I read this book from cover to cover, ever since I read the Screw Tape Letters, ever since I read Outwitting the Devil, ever since I read certain spiritual books, I can't go back to sleep. I can't sleepwalk no more. And there are plenty of times where it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating because I'm like, you know how they say, what's the saying where it says, ignorance is bliss? There are times where I wish I didn't know. There are times where I wish I was ignorant. Because that's 80-90% of people. Walking around, they have no knowledge of nothing. Their eyes have the scales still on them. Their eyes are not open. They are sleepwalking. I wish sometimes I could be that person, but at the same time, that's not God's plan for me. And he told me that. Anita, you are revolutionary. Anita, you are ahead of your time. Anita, you are here to be a light. Anita, you are here to lead people to the light. And so I got to wake you up. Like I got to wake you up as a child, as an 8-9-year-old child, 10-year-old child. I have to wake you up so you can guide and direct other people. That's why you here. And look, as sensitive as my soul is, when this whole thing, this social media thing, this YouTube thing and Facebook, all that stuff, when that wears my spirit out, that's why I have to retreat. I have to protect myself. I have to protect my soul. Because it's like, ooh, this thing is getting it in me. Like they say, I am in the world and not of it. I can't let the world get in me. That's why I take these breaks. That's why I retreat. I pull back. Because when I start feeling that thing get in me, if it permeates me, we in trouble. We in trouble. So, okay, I can't let that happen. I have got to retreat. I've got to draw closer to God. And that's my refuge. That's him protecting me. So that's what this 3 months has been about, is just protecting myself. Yeah, I can't keep being on these devices and bringing y'all content. And once it starts to get in me, I can't allow that. So I have to protect my spirit. I have to protect myself. And God has given me a plan. He's given me a plan moving forward in a way that I can do that. Because he said, yeah, this burnout is real. You can't keep moving the way you're moving. So I'm going to show you how to do this thing. It's like he's showing me all the places to step without hitting on any landmines. Don't go over there. Go right here. Then you're going to go here. Then you're going to go here. Like he's showing me everywhere to step. Everywhere to step. So I don't step on any landmines. And I wasn't doing that before. I was hitting them landmines and I was like, you know what? I was going to give all this up. I said, you know what? I'm done. I'm good. This is not for me. He said, baby, because you're doing it not in my strength. You trying to do it on your own. You're not listening to me. You're not letting me guide you. So that's what I'm on now. Please guide me. Please direct me. Direct all my steps. Okay? Keep my soul pure. I want my soul to be relatively pure. I still love people. I still love men. I still love women. Like, I don't ever want my heart to get hardened. My heart will never get hardened. And that's why I keep telling people. I met a new friend recently who said, oh, that last man I dated, I'm done. I'm done. I can't give my heart away no more. I said, that's what the devil wants. The devil wants you to take you out. The devil wants you to not get what God has for you. The devil wants you to reject your blessing. Like I keep telling people, look, the devil gonna have to take me out. He gonna have to take me out kicking and screaming. I'm not taking me out. I'm not closing my heart. I'm not shutting down. That's never going to happen. He's going to have to actively drag me up out of here. I'm not going to do it for him, but a lot of y'all have decided to do that. A lot of you have hardened your heart. A lot of you have said, nope, never going to get married again, never going to fall in love again, never going to date again, never going to be involved with anyone of a lot of you, that's where a lot of you all are. Very hardened, very bitter. What the scriptures say? Enmity. You have enmity towards women. You have enmity towards men. And so that's you taking you out. But you know what? I keep telling y'all, God has not made a man yet to get me to close my heart. That man has not been created yet that I'm aware of. Look, it ain't working out. Okay, you tripping. You want something else? Okay, let me pivot. Let me pivot over here. Let me go over here. Let me go here. Let me do this. Nope. At no point am I ever going to say, I'm done with men. I'm not dating no more. I'm not going to get married. That's never going to happen. And it's only by God's will. Now, if God says to me, Anita, it's not in my will for you to have another husband, that's not in my will. I got something bigger and better. I got something bigger and better I need you to do. It's going to come from God. That's the only person it's going to come from is God. Now, if he dropped that in on my spirit, okay. I'm going to rock with you. Okay. If it come from him, it ain't going to come from me. And it's certainly not going to come from the devil. That's never going to happen. Okay? I will always be hopeful. I am a hopeful romantic, if nothing else. But it ain't coming from the devil. And it ain't coming from some of these devils in the flesh, some of these people out here walking around. No, it's not going to come from you. You are not going to get me to shut my heart down. That's never going to happen. You're not going to get me to give up on love. You're not going to get me to give up on men. And fellas, it should not get you to give up on women. That is the devil's work when people are teaching you that. When people are telling you that, they are not of God. I need you to hear that. I need you to rebuke channels like that. Channels that want you, so for the women, the channels that are teaching you to be manipulative, the channels that are teaching you to get a man's money, the channels that are teaching you, to just get over and get a man's money and have game. And, it's all about what he can give you and blah, 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 blah. You need to rebuke those channels. They're not of God. And on the other flip side, the channels that are telling you all men are predators, all men are dangerous, all men are disgusting, nasty beings, and they're horrible people, that is not of God. It is not. And remember, there's only two sides. But a lot of people, 80% of people believe they're alternate sides, they're alternate ways of being. Right? Oh, I'm not on the devil's side. I mean, I'm not on God's side. No, baby, you are. You are. You are. There are only two sides. And in the end, you're going to find that out. You're going to find out there's only two sides on this. That's it. There's only two teams. And it hurts my heart that day is going to come and people are going to realize that. They're going to wake up to, oh boy. I thought there was a third option. I thought there was a fourth option. I'm in this fifth option. I'm in this sixth option. No, baby, there's only two options. There's only two teams. And everybody one day is going to find that out. I know that now. I'm awake to that realization now. And so that's why I'm moving the way I'm moving. And I'm going to continue to move that way. So you have to decide if this is the space for you. You have to decide if this is what you want to hear, because this is all I'm going to say. You need to decide that. Okay, this ain't for me. I ain't trying to do that. I ain't trying to live like that. I ain't trying to listen to what she's saying. She tripping. Okay, this is not the space for you. See your way out, right? You're welcome here if this is what you want to, be about and be on. But if you don't, see your way out. It's okay. But I'm just going to let you know that if you come with the foolishness, if you come with the nonsense, if you come with the negativity, I'm going to see you out. Okay? And as much as I believe in free speech, guess what God has told me recently? He said, Anita, I know you down with the free speech and you feel like, everybody should have a voice and everybody should be heard. And, you open to other people's opinions and, opinions that don't align with you. He said, but baby, let me tell you this. This is one of the conversations we had last month when I was telling y'all about trying to make my way on the field and stepping on all these landmines. That's what happened. That's what took me off of my platform. Kept stepping on landmines and getting blown up. He said, baby, you can't allow for that no more. You can't allow wickedness. You can't allow evil. You can't allow negativity. You can't allow these non-godly, demonic, opposing viewpoints on your platform anymore. You can't. Like, I know you believe in the whole free speech thing, but these people are coming with ungodly, demonic, nonsensical, negative viewpoints. And you're sitting here trying to go back and forth or no, he said, you just can't allow for that anymore. Keep your eye gates, your ear gates clean and wholesome. Y'all, when I tell you, I've been going through my YouTube feed. I've been going through clicking that do not recommend channel, do not recommend channel, do not recommend channel, that's all I've been doing for the last 3 months. Do not recommend channel, because this channel is nothing about it is bringing anything positive. Nothing about it is encouraging or uplifting. Some of y'all need to do that too. Y'all are consuming a lot of content that is taking you in the opposite direction, and you don't even realize it. You think it's fun, you think it's interesting, you think it's funny, you think it's, it is completely it's taking you in the opposite direction of where you need to go. Just let it go. Let it go. Look, I don't watch Pop the Balloon no more. Why? What is the point? A bunch of ungodly people, like, this is pointless. Can I be honest? What we're calling entertaining is draining our very soul. You think that's fun? You think that's entertaining? You think that's, oh, look at these fools and blah, 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 and da, da, da. It is soul sucking. It is soul draining. All you're doing is witnessing a bunch of, and then some of them claim to be godly. You wouldn't be here. Can we be honest? You wouldn't be on this show. You wouldn't be one of the stand-in participants. You wouldn't be one of the participants walking out. You wouldn't be on this show. So that's telling me everything I need to know. You can stand up there. Yeah, I want a godly woman. I want a woman of God. Baby, this is the last place you gonna find that. Or the women. Well, I want a godly man, and I want, baby, how you gonna go to the devil's, spot and think you gonna find a godly man? So I'm in the devil's speakeasy looking for a godly man. I'm in the strip club looking for a godly woman. What sense does that make? Okay, because y'all gonna get me hot. And the Lord said that I'm supposed to be cool, calm, and collected. But that's the type of foolishness that I rebuke now. I don't want anything to do with it. It's not entertainment. It's not fun. Okay, I had a comment that said, that show, like most others, is meant to destroy our women's image. Exactly. And again, remember, there's only two sides. It is feeding the demonic machine. It is feeding the division. It is feeding the enmity. Y'all learned a new word today, enmity. That show is bringing enmity. So no, thank you. I clicked on the do not recommend this channel. I don't want to see anything like that anymore. The way the women dress, the way the men dress, the way they talk, like, it's very disheartening. Can we be honest? The men watch it and they feel disheartened, or they feel validated. See, I told you these women, look at these women, see? The women feel disheartened, or maybe they feel validated. See, look at these men. Look at what these men is talking about. Evolving_Lulu74 says, Tony Gaskin's been doing a series on Pop the Balloon, critiquing the show. I'm going to say this as someone who has supported Tony Gaskins, right? I've reposted some of his stuff. I've supported him. I don't support that. So there you have it, right? I think he's a Christian. I think he's a man of God. And I can still, guess what? Because of dialectical thinking, two things can be true at the same time. So I think he's a man of God. I think he's a Christian, but I don't support him doing the critique of the show. I think the businessman side of him says this will up the views on his channel, right? So I did one. I'm actually going back. I did a critique of Pop the Balloon. I'm actually going back in my feed and deleting it because I did a critique of it one time. And I'm actually going to delete that video. But that's where I think his mind is. I think his mind is on, it's entertainment. It'll bring views to my channel. Like, that's where I think he's going. But I'm going to be frank with you. God has already delivered my message, which is, baby, I got you. You don't need to do that. You don't need to resort to that type of foolishness. You don't need to do that. So, like I said, being here on earth in an earth suit, being a human being, being a fallible, imperfect human being means I have to walk in a field of landmines. That's what being here on earth is like. It's like walking in a field where there are tons of landmines buried. And I need God to steer me clear of those landmines. So I don't walk on one and get blown up, and walk on one and get blown up, and walk on one. That's what the Bible is. This is your book. This is your manual for living. That's what the Bible is. So a lot of y'all that are down here walking in the field and you keep getting blown up by landmines, get you one of these. So he can give you the instruction you need so that doesn't keep happening. Okay? So, yeah. But no, I'm done with that type of content. I'm done with anything remotely red pill. I'm done with anything making fun of people doing, horrible, disgusting things, sleeping with 100 men. And let's talk about this girl who slept with I'm done with that. How does that edify my mind? How does that edify my spirit? How is that getting me closer to God? How is that making me a better me? It isn't. It isn't. So I'm good. There are tons of other ways that I can have fun. There's tons of other ways that, I can blow off steam, have fun, but that shouldn't be one of them. And that's where our world is going. We think it's entertaining to critique a OnlyFans model having sex with 100 men, or just making any commentary about that. Nothing about that is edifying or uplifting. It isn't. And we have to rebuke it. We have to turn away from it. That's where we need to go in this new year and every year after. We've got to start being a light out here in the world. And that's what God's called me to do. So any of that stuff, like, I kid y'all not, I have to spend the next few days. I've been given an instruction that over the next few days, I have to go over every video on my YouTube channel, every post on my Instagram, and I have to delete it. I have to delete it. God's like, that's not edifying. That's not uplifting. I know you tried to find the lesson in it. Get rid of it. Delete it. That is not helpful. That is not taking us in the direction that we want to go. Delete it. That's what I've been told. So the next 2 or 3 days, that's what I'm going to be spending my days and nights doing. Going through my platform, going through my channel, and deleting things that are just not positive. They're not edifying. But that's where I'm going. So I just wanted to come on here and talk about that very interesting revelation that I got from church today, but also just to give you a little taste of how my platform will be changing. So I will be changing or rebranding my platform. The biggest question of all that people have for me is, will the name of my platform change? And I'll be honest with you, I don't know. Like, I have prayed about that and prayed about that. I don't know if the name of my platform will change. I know what I talk about will change. I know the direction that my platform is going is changing. But that's something that, if I'm being honest, I'm still waiting on God to deliver that to me, is should I change the name of my platform? Because a lot of things about my platform are changing. They are changing. Because, like I said, I can't do that anymore. I just can't do that anymore. So it's really up to you all. And you get to decide, as we all do, if this is something, if this is a place for you or not. But I'm just warning you, don't stay over here and come in opposition of what I'm talking about. Don't do that. I'm not going to let you do that. Okay? So it's just like I don't go on LGBTQIA platforms and I don't do that. I don't even know they exist, if I'm being honest. Every now and again, I'll look on my Explorer page and I'll see some sort of same-sex something. I'm like, how did this get here? Because I'm not looking that up, but it's rare. I don't know if it's let's, throw this out here and see if this person looks at this, because I'm like, yeah, that's not something that comes on my feed at all. So I don't need to go over to anybody's feed like that. I don't need to go over to feminist feeds or, I don't see any of that stuff. I don't need to troll what they're doing. I don't need to come against what they're doing. They have every right to do that. That's not what I'm doing over here, but whatever. So I have a right to do what I'm doing. Don't come over here and troll me. Don't come over here and be in opposition to what I'm doing. And I'm going to stay from whatever it is you're doing that I don't agree with or don't align with. And there you have it. But a lot of y'all, probably in the month of January, you're going to have to make that decision. Because either you're like, yeah, this is what I'm about. This is what I'm on. Or you're not. And go on about your business. There are millions. What did they say? There's estimated like 3 or 4 million platforms on Instagram, 3 or 4 or 5 million channels on YouTube. I'm sure there's somebody out there talking about what you want to hear. If it's not me, go on about your business. But no, don't bring the negativity. Don't bring the profanity. Don't bring the name calling. Don't bring the nonsense. You will be blocked. That's it. And I'm going to keep it pushing. So, and whatever's going to happen with my platform is going to happen. But I'm going to let God lead it. I'm going to let him lead what I talk about, what I bring to light, what I educate people on and inspire people on. School is in the works. Now, I'm going to be very frank. Today is what? The 28th or the 29th? Oh, today's the 29th of December. I don't know if school is going to be ready by January 1. Like when I tell y'all I'm behind, I'm behind. So I may have a new launch date, maybe around February 1st, maybe the day of my birthday. I don't know. But I don't know if school is going to be ready. I need to get it ready because I'm paying for the platform. But I'm going to let you in on this little secret. So school is entitled Singles Seeking Soulmate. That is the name of my school. It is sponsored by Better Love Movement, but it is called Singles Seeking Soulmate. That is the name of my school. And it is all about men and women who want to be in a conscious soulmate relationship. And I'm going to explain what soulmate is. Soulmate is not a one person in the whole world that's made for you. That's not what soulmate is. Okay. But if you are a single man or woman and you are open to a conscious soulmate relationship and one day marriage, my platform is for you. My platform will bring together men and women that are consciously seeking a soulmate, and they want to learn, they want to grow, they want to prepare. They want to prepare for that. That's what my platform is for. But what it can also do is introduce you to that person. So think about it. You got a group of men, you got a group of women. They're all in the same space. They're all learning the same tools and skills. They're all learning how to be in a healthy relationship. They're all healing together. What better place to meet your person? So someone who already is on that road, on that journey, just like you are. That is the perfect place to meet your soulmate. Okay? So when I go to these conventions and I go to these conferences and retreats that are of a spiritual nature, like that is honestly the best place for me to meet a man. And that's why I'm always like, okay, I am in the best place to meet my husband. Because I'm here to learn and grow. I'm here, spiritually being fed. I'm here trying to be the best version of myself. Yes. And this man is here doing the same. Like we both agree that this is what we should be doing. That is the perfect place to meet your person. So that is what I hope that my school is about, right? I wanted to open it up, not just to women, but to men. I can't tell you all, in the last year, I've had my practice grow exponentially with men coming to do the work. And it has been like a fascinating journey. So last year, it got kind of kicked off in the middle of last year. I went from maybe 1%, if I'm being honest, 1% of my clientele was male. I'm at like 8%. So I think that's amazing to see that grow. 8% of my coaching clients, 8% of my counseling clients are male. And I want that number to grow. I want to see more men doing this work. I want to see more men in counseling, in coaching, learning about relationships, because guess what? Men continue to be in relationships. They continue to be out here dating or meeting women or trying to, whatever they're doing, and they don't know what they're doing. Like, can I be honest? It's like wanting to own an exotic animal and they don't have a clue how to take care of it. That's what I see happening over and over and over again. I see men out here getting zebras, men out here getting a tiger, men out here getting a rare bird, and then they bring it home and they wonder why it's a nightmare. Like, what is going on? Why is this zebra acting like they acting? Why is this tiger tearing up my house and eating everybody? Like, because you don't know what you're doing. You have acquired something that you don't have a clue how to take care of. You don't have a clue what to feed it. You don't have a clue what its habitat is. And you wonder why it's crapping all over the place and it's eating everybody and it's doing all of this. No, you have to learn. And women have to learn the nature of men, and men have to learn the nature of women. And then you need to practice. That's what's so beautiful about school. You'll have a place to practice every week. Every week we will have our call. We will have our happy hour. We will learn a new skill. We will talk to each other. We will ask questions of each other. So you're not just going to get to talk to me, fellas. You're going to get to talk to other women. You're going to get their perspective, their opinion about stuff. And the same with the women. You're going to get to talk to men. You're going to get to ask questions. You're going to get their perspective about life and about things. We so desperately need that. We really need that. I have some women that it's like, I can't tell you the last time they sat down and had a conversation with a man. They are so rusty. And they wonder why. And they out here on these dating apps trying to get dates. Baby, you rusty. You don't have a clue what to say to no man. You don't have a clue what questions to ask. And the men are the same. I can't tell you the last time the man had a productive conversation with a woman. And leading with sex and leading with body count and all this dumbness. You don't have a clue how to talk to no woman. You don't have a clue how to have a healthy conversation with no woman. So school is the place for you to practice. School is the place for you to learn and grow. Now, here's the honest truth. I've already figured out that, like I told y'all earlier, there's a percentage of the population that don't care nothing about this. There's a large percentage of the population that don't want to learn, don't want to grow, don't want to be conscious, don't want to be better, don't want to be godly. This is not the place for you. This is why this is a private community. This is why this community is not free. I want you to invest in yourself. I want you to invest in being the best version of yourself. And I want the men and the women in my community to know that this person pays money every month to come here, learn the information, get the homework assignments, meet up on happy hour. This person is intentional. This person is for real. This person is about their business. Okay? Those are the spaces I want to see more and more of you in. Not on some dating app that you got the free version, you ain't paying for it, but you meeting all kinds of craziness, crazy men, crazy women. Those people aren't invested. Those people aren't real. Those people don't care about being better. No, you're meeting a bunch of dark triad men on dating apps. You're meeting a bunch of borderline women on dating apps, broken, unhealed women on dating apps. That's what you're doing. So if you're serious, if you're about your business, if you're about God's business, if you're about family, if you're about community, if you're about having a real, genuine, authentic, vulnerable relationship, then that's who I'm talking to. That's who my school is for. Okay? Everybody else, y'all stay on the dating apps. Y'all stay in the clubs. Y'all stay in the bars. Y'all stay doing you. And I've already accepted this is going to be a smaller community. This school is probably not going to have thousands upon thousands of people in it because most of the people walking around are sleepwalking. You are sleepwalking. You're not awakened to the truth. And I'm okay with that. I've talked to God about all of this. I'm okay with that. That's a lot of people. A lot of people want to stay stuck. A lot of people want to keep doing the same thing, hoping to get different outcomes, different. Yeah, no, that can't be me no more. So you'll get more information about that. That's going to be in the coming days and weeks. And I'm excited. I'm excited to do this work. I feel like God has called me to do this work. He's called me to, in some regards, try to be a matchmaker to people in a good, healthy way. But he's also told me, hey, you got to teach these people. You can't just throw these people together. You got to teach these people. These people have to learn those relationship skills that they're going to need. And remember, relationship skills are built on friendship skills. They're built on family skills. They're built on work and colleague and all. There's all the relationships, not just the romantic relationships. A lot of y'all want a romantic relationship and all the rest of your relationships are horrible. And that's why your romantic relationships don't work, because your other relationships don't work. All of it's tied together. Okay? So that's it. That's what I wanted to share. I went way longer than I expected to. I'm sitting in the empty parking lot at church now. so I know they like, why is Anita still out there? Because I'm talking to y'all. I hope this was helpful. I pray that this landed on someone's heart. I pray that this is my biggest prayer, and God's been working with me on this. I pray that I'm the person that brings you to him. I do. I want to be that person that opens your eyes and brings you to God and how amazing he is and how much he loves you, how much he wants you to have an amazing life. He wants you to have everything in this life. And it will require obedience. That's the part y'all don't like. When I get to talking about obedience, y'all feel away. Y'all don't want that part of the message. Y'all don't want the I gotta do something message. I got to give up something. I got to sacrifice. I got to be obedient. That's the part of the message y'all don't like. But I am called to give it to you. I've had to do it. Can't tell y'all how many people and things and circumstances and situations that I had to cut out of my life so I could have this good life. And I'm, for the most part, living a pretty good life. Like, if I can be honest with y'all, I don't have a lot of foolishness. For the most part, this year was all right. Like, this year was okay. It's getting better. Right? I done came into a big check at the end of this year. This year's getting better. She is getting good. Okay? I'm ending the year on a high note. Can I be honest? So, but it's taken a lot of obedience, a lot of sacrifice, y'all. I'm just being honest. God was like, finally, your little hard-headed tail is listening. Like, Lord, why it take me so long? Why it take me so long, Lord? So don't be me. If you're younger than 56, please get it sooner. Get it sooner. And God is still good in my life. He is still bringing some amazing stuff into my life at this age. He said, Anita, you ain't even close to being done. You ain't even close to being done. But you so dumb when you was young. I can't have you coming to no greatness when you young because you dumb. You got to mature, baby. You got to get older and wiser and mature. Now I can bring something to you because you actually know what to do with it. You actually know how to handle it. So get it younger. Get it younger than I got it. Don't wait so late. Don't stay stuck. Wake up. Please wake up. All right, but that's the message. I hope y'all have a wonderful Sunday. I'm going to plug my phone in. And I am headed to go get my daughter so I can take her to the mall. She got some money from her dad. And, you know, as the old folks say, it's burned a hole in her pocket. So she got to go and spend her little Christmas money. And then I'm headed home. I'm going to do some paperwork today. And y'all, I got to get on these videos. I got to get on these videos for school. And then some of this stuff I need to outsource to an editor. So I'm going to get school going. And I'm going to pray about a new launch date because I know it's not going to happen on the 1st. But I pray that you all have a wonderful end of this year. Reflect on this year. Set intentions for the next year. I pray that you're all safe. Please be safe. Please stay healthy. Please, please. Just, there's only 2 teams. I can't say that enough. But have a safe, happy, healthy new year. All right. Thank you so much for rocking with me. I appreciate you. Good morning, LeVar. I appreciate you all. Have a safe New Year's. Don't do anything out here crazy. I will be sitting my behind at home. I'm not even going out to church. I'll be watching church online, but I'll be sitting my behind at home. I'm not going out. I'm not going away. I'm not doing it. Not this year. Okay. So be safe, be happy, be healthy. I appreciate you all. Thank you. She says, thank you for the message today. The red is bold and beautiful on you. Have a blessed day. Thank you. And I've been told many times that red is my color. So this is my power color. All right. Have a great day. Thank you so much. And as always, stay open to love.